Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the Rumpled One. It is Thursday, June the 7th, the year 2018. Let's talk trading. Why you do not get better at trading, part 12. Seems like I've got some notes written down that I've been wanting to get to, but then I keep coming up with a new idea. And so those will have to wait to get those. So there's more parts to this coming. Like I said, I'm going to have to turn this into a book, I believe. Now, what I want to talk to you about today is why you do not get better at trading is because you do not give yourself permission to lose. You do not give yourself permission to fail. And so you're putting an unrealistic expectation in your head. You're allowing it to continue, and that's why you're not getting any better. I want you to think about the last time you had a losing trade. I want you to remember it. I want you to, even if you can, feel the feelings that you felt. Were you mad? Were you sad? Were you PO'd? I mean, angry, upset. I want you to just, get in touch with your feelings. Yeah, I know that sounds hokey. But the point is, if you're having any of those feelings, you're not giving yourself permission to fail. I mean, and trading, there's a big part of failing in trading. That's why we employ a stop loss. So you have to give yourself permission to allow that trade to hit the stop loss and not have it just destroy your world. I mean, some of the trades, like maybe a buy zone trade, you get in there and the next thing you know, it hits the buy zone and it turns and it goes back towards the open. And then the next thing you know, it's bam, it hits your stop either at right below the open or it hits your stop in the sell zone. And then you're all mad. And then you might just say, you know what, that Rumple one, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I did his buy zone. I tried it once and it didn't work. And then you come back the next day, it's like, dang it. You know what I talked about the other day, woulda, coulda, shoulda. If you would have done it again, it would have worked. And then the next day, bam, if you would have done it again, it would have worked. And then so you watch it for about a week and it's just like, wow, you would have 5 days in a row of wins. And then you jump in and what happens? You know what happens. It hits your stop. Well, you see, you didn't give yourself permission to fail on all those days that it won. Because had you done that, you would have more than made up for the loss. So you see, with any one particular trade, you just have to let go of the result. You have to let go of the outcome. I know I've talked about this before, but this is from a totally different perspective. You have to give yourself permission every time you trade to allow that trade to hit the stop loss, be a loser, take a little bit out of your portfolio, but you're okay with it. It's no big deal. It's part of the game. So the next time the trigger comes along, you don't hesitate at putting the trade on. I mean, if you practice that, if you can practice that, you are going to get better at trading. If you just put this one thing into practice. Now, I'd love to hear from some people out there. I want to hear. I want to hear from everybody watching this video. Let me know about your feelings and let me know if you can put this, if you feel you can do this. If you feel you can change this one part of your trading psychology, your mindset, your inner dialogue, that you can give yourself permission to fail at any particular trade and it will be okay. It's kind of like walking. They always use that as an example. When you're a baby, you took some steps, you kept falling over, and then one day, you were kind of wobbly, but you got across the room to mommy or daddy, and everybody cheered, right? Well, it's the same thing with just about everything in life. I mean, how many times are you good from the first time you try it? I mean, a lot of times you don't even think about failing. You just want to learn how to do it. And yeah, you mess up. Yeah, it's, your first efforts aren't that great, but you stick to it, you stick with it, and then you get pretty good at it. Well, trading's the exact same way. It's just that with trading, there's something called money. And you see, we could do a whole nother series of videos. I could talk about money and, all the things. You can Google that on the internet, all the feelings people have about money. And see, that's one of the twists with trading. I mean, if money wasn't involved, you guys would probably be really good. If it was like putting your, a quarter in the pinball machine and seeing how many points you could score. Like, wait a minute, boy, I just told my age, a quarter. I remember a quarter would get you 6 games. Now, the machine wouldn't even turn on. I think you got to put at least 50 cents or a buck in it. Anyway, the point being is I didn't care about the quarter. That didn't matter to me. I just wanted to play the game. I wanted to see how many points I could score. And what was the best thing that could happen? I get a free game. I get to play again. I get bragging rights. Hey, I beat you guys today. I got the top score of the day. Or, and this was long before they could put the top score in the machines like Centipede and all those other ones, Pac-Man, you know. So, I think you could write your name, the date, your score, and your name on a chalkboard or on a piece of paper on the wall. That's how we did it. Boy, am I dating myself. Anyway, um, you have to give yourself permission to fail. You have to be okay with it. If you do that, then your trading will improve. Of course, these videos are for educational purposes only, and your results may differ from my results and all the other disclaimer, blah, blah, blah that, we have to say. So, give yourself permission to lose a certain dollar amount or a certain percentage on your next trade. And that's all on your next trade. That's it, your next trade. And then when you get done with that one, on the next trade, one trade at a time. Okay? But you have to focus on that. If you just practice that, and if you lose, check your feelings. Just watch your feelings, watch what goes on. I mean, your life is probably not going to end. Yeah, you might be upset. Yeah, you might cuss at the screen. I know I do. But the point is, have to be okay with it. Just shrug your shoulders. No big deal. It's like striking out in the first inning of a baseball game. You still got 8 more innings. You're going to get another chance. You just got to shrug it off. Okay, what are we shrugging off here? Oh, let's see. I think the last time I put this screen up, we were right around 110. I could be mistaken. But once again, the gaps have filled. They filled as of yesterday. So all you had to do was just do that gap fill trade or do this weekly wick zone exit right there, the weekly high. You can see here we're still above the high, but we're pulling back 31 pips off that high. Or we'll have pulled back. We look at the daily. You can see what's going on here with the daily. You can see it looks like this is going to be an inside bar. So tomorrow could be some really nice price action. And we've got a few over 100. EuroCAD sitting right at 100 on the daily range. You can see here, yen only 38 pips. Not much range. Maybe it's time to switch over to Euro yen. About twice the range there. Buy zone. I mean, here we go. There was a trigger right there. You see, that one didn't hit the line. That wasn't a trigger. This one was a trigger. It went up, came back down, triggered, Came back up, almost would have hit your stop, almost. So you put those in, almost, but then it paid off. Came back in the zone, but that was green, wasn't a trade. So you see here you had one nice trigger. Rat zone, you see there's an overlap. There's no trade there. Oh, fading the pivot. In fact, I think it was Pro Charge. Hey, shout out to you. Fading means going towards, not away. When you fade a level, you trade towards it, not away from it. So you see here this missed pivot. If you want to fade, that would be a short. You're not trading away. I know that's just the nomenclature, and that's how we talk about. It's just like when you fade the gap, and that's what we do with those weekly gap trades. So if price gaps up, we look to short. If it gaps down, we look to buy. That's it. So I hope you understand that, Pro Charge. Okay, here we go again. And this is great because, see, we're right here at the 00 psychological 110. I mean, talk about price action. My old buddy Airball and I, we used to do this a lot. See here, you've got red at the line. You go short, green at the line. And we were good at taking 1, 3, 5 pips. I mean, we didn't hang around for a lot. Here you go. There's another one. And actually, when we traded this, I think, can't remember. It's been so long. We were either using the 1 minute or the 5 minute. I believe we were on the 1 minute because we were just really trying to nail the action. Let's see. It might take a few. Oh, you know what? I probably shouldn't have done that because I do have my other trading screen up. But now we get the wait. But you can see here, 1 ball, red at the line, 2 ball, green at the line, 1 ball, red at the line. I mean, very, very simple trade. In fact, it's too simple for some folks. So here we go. You're looking here, and you can see what happened. You see all these 3 balls here in the 1 minute. See, there's a 3 ball, a 2 ball. There's a 3 ball here. That was a tough one. Once again, 3 ball at the bottom. There's pips. Then a 3 ball at the top coming the other way. See, that if you rode that one, that was a nice one. Chances are you probably didn't ride it the whole way. 3 ball here at the line. 3 ball here, short at the line. 3 ball long, 3 ball short, and 3 ball getting ready to go long again. But I need to put that back to an hour. Okay, once again, horizontal lines. And you see here, we're looking at the high to close and close to low of yesterday's candle. So in other words, crossing the line, this shows you if you took those trades, if that trade came up. So for example here, here's yesterday's high, we haven't crossed it. Here's yesterday's low, we haven't crossed it. So those trades would not have triggered. But this is just giving you the GPS reading of price off of these 2 levels. Wick zone, you know the drill. Price doesn't like staying in the wick zone. Holo zone, in and out of the zone. Money to be made, happens every day. Quick look at the tick chart, the IRBs. There were some nice trades there triggering. And I need to hurry up here.